What is up, guys? It's your favorite cutie Tati, and this is another installment of Talking with Tati. Today we're going to be talking about getting out of your comfort zone, leaving the nest, so to speak, when it comes to content creation and just putting yourself out there, whether it's online, whether it's just in general, in any kind of way, any kind of platform, and just getting past the fear of what your friends and family are going to think and starting to change your mindset from thinking that I'm creating for the people that I know and start to branch out and to think of I'm creating for the people who haven't found me yet and or the people who have found me via my platform. This is a very important topic, you guys. So I recently got a DM from one of my friends from high school, and she told me that, I'm one of her content creation inspos. I assume probably not because I'm just the biggest content creator, but probably just because my willingness to put myself out there and show up consistently in whatever capacity. So one thing that allows me to do this and to get out there is I have over the years had to get past thinking about my friends and family in my immediate circle. One, because they're not going to support you. I'm just going to tell you that up front. Unless they are in the same community that you are in, or maybe and sometimes even that doesn't even matter. You could have other people who do the same things that you do, have the same kind of goals, and they will also not support you because they're competing with you. Your friends and family, they don't see you as a content creator. They see you as Tati from high school. They see you as Tati from the old job. You know what I'm saying? They don't see you how you're projecting yourself to the world. So that's why when I do content creation now, I no longer really think about the people around me supporting me. It used to really irritate me and get me down when I'd be like, damn, this person is one of my best friends. They ain't even liking my posts. They not sharing. Just go ahead and get it out of your mind that your friends are going to be your biggest supporters, because they're not. And I think it's just a human phenomenon. I've stopped trying to make it a negative thing and just accept it for what it is. A lot of the people that are going to bypass your content. They're not going to support you the way that you would hope. And that's why from the get-go, if you're somebody who's just getting started and you're looking to me and coming to this video for inspiration to get started, I'm going to let you know from the get-go, start to look over. If your friends and family were in a circle around you like this, I need in your mind to be like, okay, I'm going above and beyond and out from those people, and those are my people. When it comes to creating community, you want to find people who are genuinely interested in just what it is that you're putting out there, and who have no type of biases, no type of reason to compare themselves necessarily or try to compete with you because they've known you since middle school. You just need to disregard. Another thing that I feel can stop people is just because, say, I've already shared with you guys, if you watch my other videos, a lot of my family is deeply religious. And if you know anything about my content or any of the things that I put out, just not even now, but just for years, I put out sexy content. Sometimes I'm wearing a lot of clothes. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm shaking ass. Sometimes I'm on the pole. Literally, do you think that my deep Christian Baptist family supports that? Absolutely not. And do you think that they look down on it? Probably. But do you think that I care? Obviously, I don't give a not like that in a mean way, but I don't care, because if I did care, guess what? I wouldn't be able to show up here. I wouldn't be able to show up and be authentic. And I feel like this goes beyond just online. This is in general. If you want to be who you are unapologetically, you have to get past what the people around you are thinking, and you have to be okay with being disliked. You have to be okay with being judged, because at the end of the day, when you know yourself, that's all that matters. I remember one of my super religious uncles that goes to church every single Sunday and goes to Bible study and all that. He saw me post probably a video or a picture or whatever. I was hardly wearing clothes or whatever. He sends me a message and says, you don't have to do this, da 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 da. And you know what? You know what my response was to him? I told him I'm only going to be young and hot once, okay? I'm not going to be young and hot forever. And I've never heard anything else from him, because at that point he probably understood, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for myself. And what other people are perceiving about that does not matter to me. You know how it's such a played out thing, to me at least, where people be like, oh, she's out here shaking ass. Oh, she ain't got no clothes on. She must not have any respect for herself, blah, blah, blah. That is so stupid to me, because first of all, half the people are not even confident enough to show their face online, let alone to just be out in all of the glory. Like, that to me is exuding confidence, if anything. Of course, there's nuance to everything, so there's different people doing things for different reasons. But for me personally, I always knew that the reason why I do what I do, it has nothing to do with me having a lack of confidence or a lack of value or regard for myself. It's quite the opposite. I care so much about myself intrinsically that I refuse to live my life and my best years for other people. I'm not here for them. I'm not here to satisfy and be the best, perfect daughter, niece to whoever based on their standards. I'm here to be the best Tati that I want to be. And I know that that requires exploration, and that requires honesty on my part. So I have to show up, and I have to get rid of what are these people going to think about me. And I feel like, honestly, this might sound crazy, but sometimes I really think about, you know what, maybe that's the reason why, like, I don't have like that strong father figure in my life. I don't feel like if I had that, I would be a different person, and I'd probably be way more self-conscious because I would be so worried about what my dad thinks. But you know what, I don't care, and I'm thankful for that, because I don't have that like looming like male presence that's telling me that I can't do this for because blah blah blah. And even if he did, at this point, I wouldn't respect it and wouldn't care. So it's just like, I am who I am. With that being said, to get back on schedule and what we're talking about, basically, don't look to the people around you to support what you're doing. What you need to focus on is being your most authentic self and sending that light out. Being a beacon. Like, it's like a bird signal or a bat call for other people who have a similar vibration and resonance. When you're showing up and you're truly being, hold on, this person is getting on my nerves. Sorry, y'all, he was leaf blowing. When you're really showing up authentic, you are going to attract people who have a similar vibration and who are going to appreciate you. They're going to appreciate you. So you have to get out of your head, and you have to get out of your warm market and make it so that when you're creating in the beginning and you're not getting those likes, you're not getting that from your family, you have to just keep your mind on the end goal. Your end goal is to create a community of people who will support you based strictly on who you actually are. And in order to have that, it requires a level of honesty and a level of vulnerability so that you can actually be seen by those people. Because if you're not being real, you're not going to attract who you want to attract. And plus, it's just like I said before, you're going to be deeply discouraged if you are expecting your friends and family to be your sole supporters for whatever it is, your business that you're going to do. Because let's just be real, honestly, other people have their own stuff too. They're worried about their lives, they're worried about their dreams, and as they should be, and focus on what they're doing. And it's just like, at the end of the day, we can't expect our friends and our families to be our biggest fans. They're not our fans, they're our friends and family. They're people who are there in real life to be whatever it is that they are to you, and that doesn't include being a fan sometimes. And I wish that people would be more supportive to the people that they knew, but you know, I just feel like there's no point of even trying to make that something that it's never going to be. Just accept that from the get-go. Your friends and family, for the most part, are not going to be your biggest supporter. In theory, they might be, like, oh, in their mind. And no, like, my mom is a great supporter of me, so I'm not saying that for everybody, but I'm just saying the general rule of thumb is a lot of your family and friends are not going to be there. So just overlook them completely. Disregard them in general, and separate what your content is online and your persona that you're working on online. Separate that from your real life and disregard them completely, so that you could be the person that you want to be, and you could reach the people that you want to reach by being your authentic self. And stop caring. All right, y'all, let's pull a card. Pulling a card. Create. I don't need to be an artist to create art. Reminder, I am a creative person even if my work doesn't sit in a museum. And practice. Draw, follow a recipe, water your plants, organize your space. It's all a part of a creative process. Be creative, you guys. If that's what you want to do and you want to be a creator out here, you have to take the first step, and you have to get out of your head, and you have to stop caring about who's supporting, who's not, and just show up for yourself every single day, regardless. Thank you so much for being here today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like this is a place you want to be and see me every day. Follow me on All Your Name is Tati everywhere, and It's the Tati Show everywhere on Instagram and on YouTube, because we will be debuting next week every Tuesday. Okay, love you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow, of course, same time. I hope, maybe not, but I'll be here. Love you guys. Like, comment, hype. Mwah.